I work for the Devil's Hotel in the Nowhere Realm. We have strange rules. My name is Elias Crane, and I'm dead. At least, I think so. Hard to say, really. When you work front desk at the Marrowbone Hotel, time stops making sense. Clocks tick backward, calendars repeat dates, and guests check in with voices that echo like they're underwater. I've been here about 143 years. Maybe more. Maybe less. Again, time is funny when you exist in the nowhere realm. I didn't apply for this job. No interview, no onboarding. I just woke up behind the desk one day with a name tag already pinned to my shirt and a voice whispering gently in my ear. Welcome home, Elias. Whether that voice was the devil's or the hotel's, still unclear. But if you ever end up here, you need to know the rules. Because the hotel doesn't just house the dead, it feeds on them. And breaking its rules breaks you. Night. Rule 1. Never greet a guest first. I learned this my first night. Around 3:11 a.m., the dead hour, the elevator dinged. The doors slid open like the mouth of something that had been sleeping for decades. A woman stepped out in a torn wedding dress. Mascara streaked down her cheeks like ink. She moved in stiff jolts, like a puppet someone else was puppeteering. She stared straight at me. Her lips trembled, but she didn't speak. And I was new, stupid, still thinking this place worked like Earth. So I smiled politely and said, "Welcome in, ma'am. How can I help you?" Her head twisted so fast I swear I heard bone crack. Then she screamed, but not with her mouth. The sound came from everywhere, from the vents, from the carpet fibers, from inside my skull. A scream made of metal grinding on metal, like a train derailing in slow motion. A second later, she was gone. Just blink, and the space where she stood was empty. The next morning, I found a new line stitched into the rule book under the desk, handwritten in a child's shaky cursive. Never greet a guest first. I asked my supervisor, we call him the night manager, though I've never seen a day shift. He just smiled, showing too many teeth. "Break the rules, Elias," he said, "and the hotel decides what part of you it wants." Rule 2. If room 313 calls the front desk, do not answer. Ever. Room 313 is, let's call it, occupied, not by a guest, by something older, something that doesn't die even here, where everything's dead already. Every couple of days, the phone on my desk buzzes once. Just once. And room 313 flashes on the display. The first time, I thought it was a test. I mean, who ignores a ringing phone? That's literally the job. I reached for it. Before my fingers touched the receiver, the wallpaper behind me began to peel itself upward, curling like burning skin. The lights flickered. The little bell on my desk rang on its own, softly, rapidly, like frantic tapping fingers. I pulled my hand back. The ringing stopped instantly. I asked the night manager again. He shrugged. Room 313 doesn't want conversation. It wants permission. For what? I asked. He grinned, tapping the bell twice. To leave. Rule 3. Never look into the mirror in the lobby after midnight. The lobby mirror is an antique thing. Ornate gold frame, tall as the ceiling, wide as a coffin lid. During the day, or what passes for day here, it shows your reflection normally. But after midnight, it shows what the hotel keeps hidden. One night, a bellboy named Amos decided to test it. Amos was young, looked about 14, but he'd been here since the 1960s. Killed in some highway pile-up. He was cocky, fearless, the kind of kid who'd poke a demon with a stick just to see what happens. "Come on, Elias," he said. "What's the worst it could show?" I told him to leave it. He didn't listen. He stepped in front of the mirror at exactly 12 o'clock. For a second, his reflection smiled back. Then the reflection reached out. Not with hands. Hands I could have accepted. It reached out with shadows, long and thin, like tendrils of tar. They wrapped around the Mirror Amos's throat, squeezing until Mirror Amos's neck snapped with a wet crack. The real Amos fell to the floor, gasping and clutching his throat, even though nothing was touching him. When we pulled him up, his eyes were white. He kept whispering over and over, "That wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me." He works in the basement now. He doesn't talk anymore. Neither does his reflection. Rule 4. Some guests don't know they're dead. Don't tell them. They wander in looking confused, holding car keys, grocery bags, sometimes bleeding without noticing. Some still wear seatbelts. Some smell like hospital rooms. Some cry, asking where the exit is. You're supposed to check them in, hand them a key, and politely redirect their questions. Last week, a man stumbled up to the desk, clutching his chest, wheezing. I need a doctor," he said. I gently slid a key toward him. Room 204, for the recently departed. He pushed it back. "No, sir, you don't understand. I'm having a heart attack." I wanted to tell him. God, I did. But I remembered the rule. Remembered what happened to the last clerk who broke it. Her screams still echo in the vents sometimes. So I said, "Your room is ready, sir." He stared at me a long time, like he knew the truth but didn't want to believe it. Then he nodded, took the key, and walked down the corridor. The lights flickered as he passed. A sign the hotel accepted him. Some don't get accepted. Those ones don't leave hallways. They become part of them. Rule 5. If you hear footsteps on the ceiling, keep your head down. The ceiling here has residents. They crawl, they whisper, they follow sound. I made the mistake once, just once, of looking up when I heard the scuttling above me. A pale face stared down through the cracks. Too many teeth, no lips, and it smiled. Then a voice slid into my ear like cold water. "Come up." I froze. The night manager appeared beside me in an instant, placing a hand on my shoulder. "Not for you," he whispered to the ceiling. The thing retreated, disappointed. Later, he patted my back like a proud father. "Elias, Elias, don't tempt them. The ceiling folk love new faces." Last rule, whatever you do, don't check yourself out. I tried once. After decades, or centuries, depending how the hotel counts time, I'd had enough. I wanted out. I wanted air that didn't taste like memories. I wanted a sky that wasn't always the same shade of bruised purple. The exit doors were right there. I reached for the handle. The lobby went silent. Even the shadows stopped moving. Then the night manager spoke from behind me. "If you leave, Elias, where will you go?" "I don't know," I said honestly. "Precisely." He smiled. "You belong here." "I don't want to." "Oh, but the hotel wants you." His voice lost its human tone then, became layered, echoing, like 1,000 voices speaking at once. And things stay where they are wanted. I turned the handle anyway. The door opened, and behind it was the same lobby, the same desk, the same mirror, the same impossible infinite hallways. The hotel had looped reality, a trap disguised as a choice. The night manager handed me my name tag again, fresh, polished. "Shift's not over, Elias." "Nate, so why am I telling you this?" Because tonight, a new guest arrived. Not confused, not lost, not dead. He walked in with confidence, hands in pockets, whistling like he knew exactly where he was. He smiled at me and said, "Evening, Elias." I didn't greet him first, but he knew my name. He leaned close, whispering, "You're not supposed to be here, you know. You're still alive." My heart froze, because no one No one has said that to me since the moment I woke up here. He slid a small brass key across my desk. A key with no number. Use this, he said. Midnight, the lobby mirror. Walk through. I stared at him. Who are you? He smiled softly. A guest. Then he vanished. Not walked away. Not faded. Just gone. And now I'm sitting here, staring at that key, listening to the walls breathe around me. If he's lying, the mirror will take me apart from the inside. If he's telling the truth, then maybe after 143 years, I get to go home. It's 11:59 now. The mirror is waiting, and I don't know which option scares me more. Staying or leaving.